How hungry are you? Would you like some fried rice? That's what Boss and J.I.D are serving up in their new song called Fried Rice, in which they kind of seem to be talking about the idea of battling with complacency. And the reason I say that is because there's a line from Boss in which he kind of states that he sort of fell in love with sitting there rather than, doing all the other things and trying to stay the course and trying to continue to improve and be better, even though success has granted him a lot of comfort and freedom. And sometimes with that comfort and freedom comes a lack of hunger, because usually you're hungry when you haven't made it, when you haven't succeeded, when that thing that you're still striving for, it has not fully embraced you. It seems as though that's where they're trying to take the narrative. The beat is really cool. I really like the sort of gritty and grungy vibe of it and how it feels kind of like someone's taking a can and just using it as something to make this beat. There's also these weird little ethereal vocal melodies in the background, whoa, whoa, sort of in the background that help kind of fuel it. And that's pretty much the entire beat. Now there is a switch up towards the end in which J.I.D kind of talks about God making him, and then Boss's verse basically is the hook, which is kind of weird. Boss has this entire verse sort of talking about where he's at, and you're like, okay, but then it's the hook as well, and I just thought that was a bit of an odd choice. It does feel a little bit awkward at certain points, but like I said, the reason that it doesn't necessarily feel like they're diving into this narrative is because they kind of only use the idea of promiscuous women or women that they can easily attain. They kind of use that and they just only talk about, yeah, we're just avoiding girls and stuff. And you can use that as a metaphor, but it feels as though there could have been more if that is what the concept was. Now, if they're just kind of sitting here rapping and just shooting the shit, then that's just on me. But as far as this concept seems to be presented, it seems to be them attacking that complacency and trying to continue to stay hungry, even though they have garnered a lot of success. They both are signed to Dreamville and do a lot of cool things, make a lot of cool music, and get to hang out with J. Cole and a bunch of other great artists. It's very easy to get complacent once you've had success. The tricky thing is to fight against that and retain that same hunger. Now that same hunger might not be there, but being able to do different things and the new avenues that you've been presented is always something that's available. And yeah, overall, I think this is a cool song. I just am not sure if it hit as hard as it could have. I like the beat, and I like sort of the way that I like J.I.D's flow over this. I like Boss's flow. It feels a little awkward at times, but I like what they're saying, and I think it feels like it's in the middle instead of it either being a really hard banger or something that's gonna make you think. And I'm not saying you can't combine the two, but it just feels like this is kind of in the middle. It's almost a banger, but it also is almost trying to tell a legitimate story, and I'm not sure where it lands. That doesn't make it a bad song, it just makes it an okay song, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I could be completely wrong, and they could be talking about something else. Yeah, the song's alright, nothing wrong with it, it's cool. And J.I.D and Boss serving up some fried rice, which would be good, but I need breakfast right now, so I'm gonna go have breakfast. Well, this guy says, if you are to partake in some fried rice, there better be some teriyaki or some friggin' orange chicken involved. If there is not, you better have some shrimp. Fried rice is a delicacy, and we need to treat it with respect. All right? Okay.